Today's video is all seated, so get comfortable, slide a bolster underneath your hips or a cushion or just a pillow off your bed, and we're just finding a nice comfortable seat so you can have your legs stretched out, soles of the feet together, or easy seat with ankles in front of each other. Hands together at the heart. And we're just going to take a moment here to connect with the breath. So drop the back of the hands to the knees, connect thumb and index finger, soften shoulders, face. Breathing naturally in and out through the nostrils. And creating an intention for your practice today. Repeating it silently to yourself 3 times. Arriving in the moment. Feel the breath flowing in and out through the nostrils. As you exhale, lower the chin to the chest and begin some slow circles with the head. Being mindful here not to cause any pain. And then moving in the opposite direction. Keeping the jaw and the shoulders soft. And then just rolling your shoulders up and back. Feel those shoulders loosen. And then take it the opposite way. Take your right arm across your chest and your left inner elbow hugs it in. If this is too much for you, you can just use your left hand. Keep your shoulders to the front. Make sure you're not twisting. As you exhale, release. And then taking your left arm across the chest. So you can use your right hand to draw the upper arm in or your inner elbow. And once again, just making sure you're not twisting here. Your shoulders are to the front, eyes to the front, and either open or closed. As you exhale, release. So taking our arms into cactus arms. As you exhale, lower the palms. So keep the shoulders and elbows aligned, just moving the hands up and down. As you move through this sequence as well, make sure the shoulders don't roll forward. You're just trying to keep that action in the hands. You should feel quite a strong stretch across the back of your shoulders. And exhale, ease those shoulders down. as you inhale, we're going to reach up, and then on our exhale, lean over to the left. On the in-breath, reach the arms up, and on your exhale, we lean over to the right. Inhale back to center, reaching up. This time on the exhale, twist to the left, right hand on knee, opposite hand behind. In-breath to center, and then exhale, twisting to the right. Take hands behind the back, in-breath, open the chest, and then exhale, fold over the legs. Hold it here for a few breaths. Soften, melt down into the mat. Inhale, begin your journey upwards, and we're just switching over the legs, continuing this flow again. So as you inhale, arms rise. As you exhale, we lean to the left. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, lean to the right. In breath to center. Exhale, twist to the left. In breath, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Hands behind the back, inhale. And then exhale, folding over the legs. On the in-breath, roll it up nice and slowly. As you inhale, open the chest, and as you exhale, rounding out. So seated cat-cow. So the in-breath, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You may gaze up, and then exhale, rounding out through the back. So open the chest on the in-breath, and then exhale, round it out. In-breath, open. Exhale, round. Back to your neutral spine. So bringing the soles of the feet together for butterfly. Hold either ankles or interlace the fingers around the toes. Press the knees down. Make sure you're not too round through the back here. Heels can be further away if your hips are tight. If you want to go that little bit further, fold in towards the feet. And you want to gaze just past the toes, so you keep the neck long. Press those knees down. And then just rise up, flutter your butterfly wings. Coming into deer pose, so both feet towards the right, knees bent. Now an option one is to twist towards the left. It will soften through that right hip. And an option two is to the front. And just rest the hands on the knees, soften the shoulders. You should feel quite a strong stretch in the right hip. Take the hands back, switch the legs over towards the left, and twist to the right if it's quite strong in your hip, otherwise towards the front. Make sure you're quite grounded through the hips here, that you're not tilting over to the right. Relax the legs, the hips, and breathe. And releasing, we're going to lengthen out the left leg and then slide the right ankle just above the knee. So an option one is you can stay here and you want to flex the left foot, press the right knee down. You should feel a nice stretch through the right hip. This is a gentle variation of fire log pose. An option two is to take the hands back and slide in your left heel. The closer the ankle is to your chest, the deeper the stretch is. And soft face, soft shoulders. Now we're going to add a twist here. So you're just going to slide your left foot a little bit forward. Your right arm comes across to the outside of your left thigh and we twist to the left. Now if this is too strong for you, you can lengthen the left leg completely. As you exhale, come back to center. And we switch it over to the other side. So right leg extends, flex the foot and the left ankle above the knee. And you can either use your hands here to press that left knee down or you can take them to your side. And we slide in the right heel for a deeper stretch in the hip. This is a more gentle variation of pigeon pose. If you've got tight hips and that's one of your goals to get to pigeon pose. And then just slide the right foot a little away from your buttocks as we come into the twist. So the left arm on the outside of the right thigh and twisting to the right. Make sure you stay tall through the spine here by pressing into your right arm. Exhale, release. So now coming into a nice hamstring stretch. If you've got a belt nearby, you can grab that. If you don't have a belt, you can use a tie. Just anything that you can wrap around your foot that's quite long. And we're taking it over the right foot, stretching through the heel, lifting it up, trying to keep the legs straight as possible. Keep your shoulders soft. If you're a little more flexible in the hamstring, you can take your hands, wrap it around the bottom of the foot and press through the heel. Keep your chest lifted and your gaze above the toes. Press through the right heel. So both legs are active. Just make sure you're not slouching. If you find you're slouching, use a belt. And then bend the knee, hug in the knee towards the chest. Make sure the hips are square, that you're not tipping over to the left. As you exhale, stretch out, release the right leg. Grab your belt for the left side. So hook it over the sole of your foot. Wrap it around your hands, press through the heel. So you want to have both heels pressing away from you. And the option two is to interlace the hands onto the sole of the foot. Stretch the leg completely. Lengthen through the spine, puff the chest forward, gaze up past the toes. And just allow the breath here to stretch those tight hamstrings. On the exhale, bend the knee, wrap your hands around your shin, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through your right heel. And then exhale, release. So working with our ankles now, so just take the hands behind, soft knees, circle the feet, loosen up the ankles, we're also loosening up the knees here. And then the opposite way. And then we're working with the toes here. So you're just going to point and lift your toes. So trying to keep the feet quite still. Work with the toes. Might be a little bit of a challenge. And then I'm going to try to lift only my big toe and point my other four to the edge of the mat. So just stretching the 4 toes, and then just give them a little tap dance there, a little twinkle. Find your comfortable seat. And thank you for joining me in today's practice, the seated practice. The next video that I'm sharing today is a standing sequence, so you can continue with that practice if you wish. Or until next time, take care. Namaste.